you do know that God exists and that you suppress that truth by your unrighteousness. God has already written the reality of his existence on your heart. He's written his law on your heart.
I believe that we should have pro-choice. It's not your job to tell people what they can and can't do with their life.
I would ask you this question about abortion. When is it okay to kill a child?
I don't think it's your choice. I think that the people who choose to have that done, it's their choice. It's not your job to tell them what they can and can't do. Because of this book, I mean, I don't believe the Bible as much as I believe Harry Potter. So I just think that it's not your job to tell them what they can.
So then it would be all right for me to kill you?
No, because our morality as humans tell you not to. It's the difference between...
That's contradictory.
Oh, but...
It's contradictory based on what you just said. It was okay. Tom, you wanted to hear me too. You said it was a person's choice whether or not to kill the baby in the womb. That is a human being. That is a person. That is a baby. You acknowledge that. So going based on your rationale, it's okay for me to kill you.
But...
Because it's okay it's my choice. It's my choice to murder you. Therefore, I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, you're splitting hairs though.
It's life. It's a hair? Well,
hey, what about someone who got raped? There's life in them, but it's not their choice to have that life.
Why would you murder the baby for the crime of the father?
You know, I guess that's their choice. It's not mine. I'm not a woman. I'm not someone who obviously...
You don't believe it's their choice, because my choice would, and I'm not going to hurt you. You're bigger than me anyways. But I'm taking your position to the logical conclusion.
But it's a different, it's like me, I'm trying to think of an analogy right now about what would be the same, but there really isn't one considered.
Right.
It's
You still haven't answered the question. Why would you murder the baby for the crime of the father?
Because I'm not going to say I'm going to murder a kid, because I don't honestly believe with science. I believe it's the same as using stem cells.
That's not what science says. The scientific community, as well as the legal community, has long held that life begins at conception. You will not find any legitimate doctor or any legitimate scientist that will tell you that it is not a human being at conception. So why is it okay to murder a child for the crime of the father?
I'm not going to answer that question. Because I feel like you're attacking me now. You're putting me in a corner that I can't come out of.
Well, I'm putting your rationale, I'm putting your reasoning in a corner because it's inconsistent.
Of course I wouldn't kill a kid.
Well, but you condone the murder of children. I don't think you would kill a kid. I don't think you believe the worldview that you attest to. Because if killing...
I believe that it's their choice to do what they want with their body.
And I believe it's my choice to do what I want with my body, and my choice is to kill you. They're making a mental decision to kill the baby in their womb, an entire separate human being with a different blood type, with their own DNA, a human being. They're making the mental decision to murder a child. So if it's up to the choice of the individual, then it's okay for me to kill you.
No, it's not. It's
Tom, there's no way around this.
I'm going to answer this question because you're putting me in a corner.
Right. Well, you've put yourself in a corner.
Would you kill it?
No, never.
Okay, then I guess, I'm not...
But it's not because that's my choice, it's because it's wrong. It's wrong.
For you to go and tell someone what to do. That's what I think. I think it's wrong for you to go and tell any person this is what you need to do. I feel like each person should decide what they need to do. Then have you coming and telling them, well, if you do this, then you're gonna, die. And
you're living in a fantasy world, Tom. You don't believe that. How do you get morality? You can't without God. You can't have morality apart. I know, because you can't answer it.
Ridiculous.
Tom, in a naturalistic, atheistic worldview, I know, because you don't have an answer. Tom, don't run away. Stand by your convictions, Tom. Tom, stand by your convictions. Tom, you're walking away knowing that I'm right, Tom. You're walking away knowing that you're living an inconsistent life, and you know that God exists.
Mental.